Traveling can be one of life's greatest pleasures, an escape from the mundane, a journey into the unknown, a chance to explore new places. But one thing that can completely ruin the experience is bad luggage. Yes, we've all been there, struggling with heavy bags, dealing with broken zippers, or facing awkward, hard-to-maneuver suitcases. In today's video, we'll dive into the world of luggage design and explore the features that drive travelers crazy. Let's start by talking about the most annoying luggage problems we face on the go. First up, let's talk about luggage handles. A handle that's uncomfortable, wobbly, or downright awkward to use can make the entire traveling experience a nightmare. We've all struggled with handles that are too short, forcing you to hunch over like a question mark. It's frustrating. Not only does it strain your back, but it also makes maneuvering the bag a real challenge, especially when you're rushing through an airport or crowded train station. Then there's the telescoping handle that gets stuck. Nothing is more irritating than trying to adjust the handle, only to have it refuse to move, leaving you with a suitcase you can't even roll properly. It's the worst when you're trying to catch a connecting flight and the handle just isn't cooperating. Next, let's talk about zippers. The zipper. It's the lifeblood of your luggage, and yet one of the most common causes of stress. Have you ever tried to zip up your bag, only for the zipper to catch on the fabric or get stuck halfway? It's enough to make you want to throw your suitcase out the window. The real kicker comes when the zipper breaks altogether. Suddenly, your bag is wide open and everything is exposed for the world to see. If you're not careful, your clothes can fall out, or worse, your valuables get snatched. Now, let's talk about wheels. Sure, we all want a suitcase with wheels for easy mobility, but not all wheels are created equal. If you've ever had a bag with cheap, flimsy wheels, you know the struggle. You're walking through the terminal and suddenly one of the wheels starts wobbling. Or worse, it just falls off completely. It's like dragging a boulder behind you. Some luggage, especially hardshell cases, come with wheels that aren't 360-degree swivels, leaving you only able to drag them behind you in one direction. And have you ever tried to wheel a suitcase across uneven pavement or gravel? It's like trying to roll a ball on a bumpy road. Not only is it annoying, but it also wastes your time and energy. Let's talk about capacity, or more specifically, the lack of it. How often have you found yourself trying to fit just one more item in your suitcase, only to realize that there's no way you can close it without sitting on top of it? A bag that's too small or has a poorly designed interior layout can be a major pain. And let's not forget expandable luggage, which sounds great in theory, but often results in you hauling around an overstuffed monstrosity that weighs a ton. Not to mention the awkward bulging at the sides. It looks ridiculous and makes it impossible to move quickly through a crowd. Speaking of weight, let's talk about luggage that's just plain heavy. Have you ever picked up a suitcase only to realize it's heavier than a small elephant? When you're checking in at the airport, the last thing you want is for your suitcase to be overweight, especially when those pesky airline baggage fees kick in. Sometimes it's not even about overpacking. It's simply that your luggage is made from heavy materials that add unnecessary pounds. Look for lightweight luggage to avoid this frustrating issue. Durability is another key issue. Imagine you've just spent money on a new suitcase, only to have it fall apart after a few trips. The wheels break, the handle detaches, and the zippers don't zip anymore. Cheap luggage often sacrifices quality, and your trip ends with a bag that's practically falling apart at the seams. We've all seen the horror stories of travelers with torn bags, frayed straps, or cases that have shattered. It's a reminder that investing in a well-built suitcase is crucial for long-term travel. Organization is key when it comes to luggage, but some suitcases make it impossible to stay organized. Have you ever found yourself scrambling through a bag with no compartments or pockets? You need to keep your electronics, toiletries, and clothes separate, but your luggage doesn't have designated spaces. It's chaotic. Or worse, there's a pocket that looks great in theory, but is so small that it doesn't fit anything of use. This lack of functionality is incredibly annoying and can make it harder to find things quickly. Let's talk about aesthetics versus practicality. Sometimes a suitcase may look stylish and high-tech, but the design choices are simply impractical. Maybe the handles are placed in the wrong spot, or the straps are too flimsy to secure your belongings. Or there's the case where a suitcase looks sleek, but is too rigid to fit in the overhead compartment. You've spent all that money only to find out that it's just not functional. What's worse is when the bag's appearance gives you a false sense of security, leading you to think it's the perfect bag, only to find out it doesn't hold up in real-world travel conditions. Let's talk about weather resistance. There's nothing worse than being caught in the rain with a suitcase that's not waterproof or water resistant. You may think your bag will survive a little drizzle, but before you know it, everything inside your luggage is soaked. The fabric can absorb water, and your clothes or electronics could be ruined. In cases of extreme heat or cold, luggage made of cheap materials can warp or crack. Always consider a durable, weather-resistant option, especially if you're traveling to unpredictable climates. So there you have it, bad luggage features that can drive you absolutely crazy while traveling. Whether it's handles that leave you hunched over, zippers that just don't cooperate, or wheels that refuse to roll, it's clear that luggage can make or break your trip. If you're traveling soon, make sure you take a hard look at your suitcase before you head out the door. Invest in quality luggage and consider the factors that matter most for your trip. Don't let bad luggage ruin your travels. Choose wisely and travel smart. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more travel tips and advice. Have you ever had a nightmare with your luggage? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, happy travels.